welcome to the Extraordinary Comedy Game Design Podcast by two guys who know nothing about comedy nor game design. I'm Trevor Scott, and with me as always is Ben Slinger.
Hello. I'm here. We're here again on my lovely deck.
Yeah.
Sitting outside in the cool night air.
It's actually quite a nice night.
Yeah.
We enjoyed
Summer evening.
the 2 weeks ago, whatever it was, that we started doing this. So I thought, let's do this again. We're only going to record the one tonight because we're both kind of wrecked.
Yeah.
So we're going to play some ramped up click pitch once again, where we're going to take 2 words each from our random word generator, and then we'll throw them at each other, come up with a game design. But then when we get to the end of 30 minutes, we stop.
Yeah. Hard stop. We got hard out.
Hard out.
This is the middle of
about
a word.
30 to 35 minutes.
Yeah.
It's hard out, though.
All right. Well, my first 2 words, I have introduce goalkeeper.
Sensitive precision.
Oh, okay. So, I mean, precision, obviously, with goalkeeper, they're sort of at odds with it. Or at odds with each other in a way. I mean, the goalkeeper also has to be precise.
I do like the idea about a soccer game, but all you do is play goalkeeper. And it's a first-person view.
First person, okay. Because I had the idea of almost adding some roguelike elements to soccer fielding in a way, like having between games you get upgrades and you can like increase the size of your hands, increase if they hit the edge of the goal, then it has some effect, or the goal grows bigger.
The fact that they're pinball bumpers now, that's
only
going to help.
Adding really wacky things into goalkeeping. I mean, you could still do that first person, I suppose.
And I think the reason why I like first person is because it's all about the goalkeeping.
Yeah.
And it's all about, okay, while your team is down the other end and they're scoring, what are you doing? Are you making fortifications to your goals?
Okay, so there's still a full soccer game going on. It's not just like free throws that you're trying to block.
No, I think you basically when it starts going up the other end, it's like, okay, now I've got time to actually put some fortifications in.
Okay,
I can put some upgrades onto the goal.
Yeah,
right now.
Yeah,
if it's all down your end,
I can put a turret on the top.
Think
on the
about
top left corner.
how many upgrades the other side's got now.
Right. Can you check out this? Oh, you just have to guess from your end.
You can sort of see it as like, is that a turret?
Yeah. It's like, wait, why is the ball on fire on the way back? How did that happen? Okay.
And of course, if you keep it kind of becomes hot potato.
Yeah.
Like literally because it's hot. So when you catch the ball, your hands are going to get sensitive if you hold on to it for too long. So you got to throw it
back. Yeah. Okay. I like the sort of natural ebb and flow that comes from sort of 2 phases then of having to be ready for them to kick a ball, and then making use of whatever you like. So making use of whatever you've built, and then the other team got possession. I've got some time. I can spend some of the points that I got from blocking goals or whatever. That's kind of cool. Yeah, I do still worry about the first person view. Maybe you switch. Maybe when the ball's coming towards you, it switches to first person view. So it's very much like reacting to the thing. But I'm just thinking about like if you've got things that have blocked off the left side of the goal, you kind of want to make sure your character in respective to those is in the right spot, sort of thing. And a first-person view for placing yourself in the world like that.
The reason why I like first-person is because every single fucking sport on Earth is played in first-person.
In third-person, yeah.
First-person.
Oh, when you play. Sorry,
yeah.
I thought you meant games. Yes.
Every single sport
yes.
in real life is in first-person.
I mean, you could argue that for anything.
Let's try it for once in first-person.
Yeah.
And it's just, if you suck at it, you suck at it.
Yeah.
I guess what the upgrades are.
I guess out of any position in sports to make first person for the game, then that's the position to do it for.
Like, and my thought is, if the ball, is within the middle third of the screen, your body's blocking it, sort of thing.
Yeah.
And then if it's in this side, you've got to time
You have to time the reach or jump
time
or...
the click. So it's like, you can throw the hand out or you can jump out to do something. Like...
Yeah. I kind of want the thumbsticks to control your arms. Both of them. One thumbstick for one arm. And then then you can use your bumpers or something to like shuffle left or right to place yourself in the right spot.
But then that's goalie mode, and then when you're in
when you're in build mode,
you hit a button and it's
a normal normal first person building kind of view. Then yeah, that's cool. I like that. It gives me I like those roguelike kind of Balatro-ish vibes of upgrading things and having them cascade and having them synergize with each other.
I think what I also like is that things can persist because there's always another game. So you're the same character all the way through. You may have lost that game.
Yeah, well, and I think your goal itself starts from fresh each game, but the things you've earned or your stats or whatever can essentially a run is not one game. A run is a season or something, or a career,
and a save game is a career.
Yeah, maybe.
And at one stage, like, you're getting too old, so you have to actually pay a certain amount of points to get the injection to reverse your age.
Yeah, okay. It's like a prestige
because
mechanic.
Like the idea of goalies are so rare because they've got to have certain personality traits. So once a goalie has been added to a team, they're the goalie for as long as they want to.
Yeah.
Whether they're winning or losing is like the rest of the team are there to bring up the goalie and try to make them as good as possible. But because there is such short supply,
I think that works as well for having the goalie kind of as the core of the team, that some of the upgrades and things you can get
may improve
the other players. Like you can have things that
better defenders.
If you or even any of them, but like again, if you're kind of going this like wacky roguelike sort of thing, it can be like, if you block 3 in a row with your right hand, then all of your offensive players get a 10% speed boost. Like you can do stupid little things like that. That's cool.
There's something about that makes it feel kind of weird.
It's a sports game I'd play.
Yeah. Okay, 3, 2, 1, click.
Deliver horror.
Gradient parallel. So you can take gradient in multiple ways.
Yeah.
I like the idea of a gradient being it's a hill, a slope.
Okay, the horror of delivering down a slope and then hitting a wall that is parallel to that slope. No, I can't. I mean, I kind of like a horror game of like maybe like newspaper delivery, like riding your bike around in the early, pre-dawn.
Okay, but it's set in the Stranger Things universe.
Okay.
And every now and again, you might end up, in the upside down. In that parallel world.
Right. Oh, the parallel. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
That's how I got there. But of course,
I mean, from that point, you could almost make it a crazy taxi sort of thing. Like go a bit higher speed with it, and that there are just like portals that you can slip through into the upside down. But that might make you like maybe you can travel faster through the upside down because the world there is smaller and more compressed, but there are horrors and dangers that you have to.
And also,
come
you
up
really
against.
Don't like Mr. Simmons, and he lives, he lives in the upside down.
Right.
He gives you a hard time every time.
I haven't watched the last couple of seasons.
It's got nothing to do with that.
Oh.
I came up with a character.
Okay.
I came up with a character.
I thought you were referencing it.
No.
Right, yeah. The grumpy old man who spends all his time in the upside down.
He fell in there one day and realised that the house there was better than the house that he actually had. So he just lives there now.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's got a pet Demogorgon.
Yeah, whenever you have to deliver his newspaper, it's hell.
Literally.
Literal, yeah.
Yeah. Blood coming out of his... like, you cannot put it in his mailbox. There's blood just streaming out of it.
Yeah.
So you got to throw it and...
Throw it and hit the door.
And you have to hit the door and it has to land on the mat.
Yeah, but that always...
Otherwise, it could be on fire.
That sets off his pet Demogorgon, then he comes out, chases after you halfway down the street.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Comes through the portal.
Yeah.
Yeah. And look, don't worry about the huge mind flayer. Like, that's... It's just...
He just likes the Sunday paper.
He does. Doesn't like the Monday paper, though.
No, the crossword's too easy.
Yeah. No, I like this. For some reason, I think, again, first person.
Yeah.
There's something about first person.
Do you think you have, then, a fixed route each time? Like, you've got your route and it's sort of different challenges each time?
You have
trying to find your fastest way through it?
I think you have your customers for each day.
Okay.
So not everyone's going to get the paper every day. Some people are going to choose certain days to not get it.
Yeah.
You need to sort of work it out at the start of the day. It's like, oh, okay. Oh, there was a sign yesterday that said that there were roadwork on this street, so I need to go through the upside down to get to these.
Right. Yeah. Okay. That's kind of fun
because there was a sinkhole yesterday. Now, was that caused by the upside down? It probably was.
Probably. Was that caused by me travelling to the upside down? Maybe.
But it's too late now. I've already made that decision. Now I need to deal with that today. Otherwise, they're not getting the paper, and I'll be docked pay.
That is kind of a fun thing of having you using the upside down affecting the real world the more you use it in certain areas. So you are day after day seeing some damaging changes from your exploits.
Yeah.
Do you think are there fixed portals or can you trigger it a certain number of times, a flip or something?
I like the idea of being able to unlock new portals by weakening something in the upside down. That it like
okay, yeah.
Or you do something in here that is like, okay, this portal, it would have been inside a tree in the real world, but now it's actually the tree is knocked down because you push Susie off the swing and.
Well, okay, I do like this idea of a lot of other little interactions that you can have as you're riding around. It's not just, get to all my customers as fast as possible. You've got all these little level things that you can do, whether you're in the upside down or the above world, that might, shift things for the next day.
What I like as well is you can have, like, your paper route is set at a time, but some of the other parts of the day, you can still go for a ride. And you're now able to, like...
Sort of more open world-ish.
More open world-ish, and you're on a time limit sort of thing of, you have your time limit at the start for doing however many. And obviously it's really easy at the start because, there's not much actually happening, and you end of the first day's ride, you go through a portal into
maybe what you've got then, maybe you've got a fixed amount of time for your paper route because you've got to get to school.
Yeah.
But then you ride home from school. Yeah. And that you've got a bit more freedom. Maybe you've still got a curfew that and might change on different days. Yeah. But
Friday night, but you're going to be able to stay out.
Yeah. But you don't have the fixed goal then obviously of delivering, and so you can do more of the exploration sort of stuff. But you might see, I used that portal, in near the oak tree in the park this morning, and when you go there in the afternoon, like, there's some like black goop seeking out of that tree now.
I'm thinking, black vines or black roots sort of seeping out of it and really infecting the surrounding area, and you see a squirrel with red eyes, and it's like, fuck.
Yeah, like you're doing things.
And its head just splits open vertically and just
like, so something's happening.
Yeah.
Squirrels don't usually do that, I don't think.
No, I don't think so. No. But then again, have you ever really stopped and looked at a squirrel?
No, my eyes just pass right over them.
Yeah.
I like that. I feel like obviously the Stranger Things influence is there, but you wouldn't even have to do it as a Stranger Things tie-in, like just having a dark portal.
Even in the 2000s, like this is well after, Hawkins, Indiana. This is in a totally different place. Yeah. Like, it just so happens that there's like some sort of hell portal or something like that.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
It's legally distinct from.
It's legally distinct, for sure. Yeah, that's cool. I like that a lot, actually.
So other things that I like the idea of, again, having the first person riding, you have to look to the side and sort of worms-ish, hold down and then when you let go, he throws. So it's sort of like...
Yeah, you've got like your angle and your power or something. And
well, you could, again, because it's first person, you go,
so like
okay,
where you're looking,
where I'm looking in the center, and it's like, then you just throw. But of course, if you're looking to the side too much and you didn't notice the log across the thing, because it's all going to be done while you're riding.
Yes. I mean, I guess you can technically stop, but like it takes you a little bit to get it back up to speed, and like if you're trying to get a good time, you're trying to get this done.
I kind of like the idea of, having some sort of buttons that you need to push to basically get that rhythm of
to
the
keep the
pedals
pedal going. Oh, yeah. Yeah,
you can coast.
Maybe. Yeah,
you can
I was going to say you'd have
I'm
to.
talking about this is to get back up to speed, and then you can coast and all that sort of stuff. So,
yeah, I'm just thinking about combining looking, throwing, pedaling. Whether that's too much, but yeah, if you can coast for a bit, maybe even tap on your brakes to just slow down a little bit as you go past the house that you're delivering to, look to the side, throw, and then keep going. That could work.
There's some fun things there.
Yeah.
Definitely some fun things.
Yeah, that's cool.
Get another couple of words.
Yeah. 3, 2, 1, click.
3, 2, 1, click.
Let's see.
Engagement extension.
Volcano worker.
Okay.
So you're on contract working inside a volcano.
A volcano lair.
Okay, we'll do the sort of super villain.
Kind of like the James Bond lair sort of thing. Inside a dormant volcano.
Yeah.
I like the idea of showing, this person's just a minion. Sort of thing.
Yeah. This is the thing. Like, engagement makes me think, like, okay, this is a short-term contract.
Either that or he's brought his new fiance in. I got this amazing job opportunity, and it's like it's in the
it's on a tropical island. Yep,
and it's then about them, navigating life on the island and him having to do some things that don't feel quite right. But
all right, so
this is going to set them up for the future.
I feel like then I like that, and I like that maybe it's mostly set in the little apartment that you've been given in this facility, like that you kind of seeing it from the perspective of the home life of these people.
Yeah.
And you can do a little bit of decoration based on, you've got a catalogue for minions of, Dr. Tooth Von Dental Association.
I was just thinking 2 days ago, this season we have not talked about dentists
as the villains.
As the villains.
It's definitely a villain, yeah.
So,
Dr. Tooth Von Filling or something.
Yep. Love it.
But he's got like a little catalog for all these minions who, you can mail order stuff and set up your apartment a bit nicely, but it comes out of his salary. So you're basically working on the company, it's a company town.
Yeah.
And then you have like obviously a lot of dialogue stuff, you and your fiance or whatever that might get strained with certain things. You want to talk about your day, and can maybe have decisions with branches in there.
She's got herself a job in the local town as well. It's, Tooth Von Filling's adjacent. So it's not part of his actual empire, but it's adjacent to that.
Yeah, and he's still, villains are job creators, right? They still create a lot of...
100%.
They still create a lot of the jobs in the area, and so most people are working for the sort of side things for the main plan.
Yeah.
Well, and then I think you get promoted. So maybe you go through a few things where it's like you play, a week's worth of days, and I'm thinking just almost just visual novel-ish.
Yeah.
With sort of some branching,
with some choices.
you're making decisions based on these discussions with your partner, and what should I do next time this happens or whatever. I was a bit uncomfortable, and like, maybe you should do this, and then that that can play out as a thing, and then
you could be talking to us like, I was asked to do something, and it felt very much like torture.
Yeah.
For this person, and I'm like, it just didn't feel right, and your partner goes, next time maybe just sit down and have a conversation with your boss.
I wonder if you almost play the partner so that you're kind of the decisions that you make are how you give advice to them.
Oh, okay, yep.
And so it could be like, but they were a bad guy, right? So that I think next time just go along with it. Make sure you do.
And so then you meet up with some of the other people in town, and you
get some perspectives there. Well, and I think maybe even someone from like the international, police or whatever gets in touch with you to try to, there's maybe a storyline there of infiltrating in a way.
Where do you think you're working? You as the partner, a general store, a restaurant,
or maybe
like
a touristy, like marina at the marina or something. I don't know. Or
I mean, a touristy thing is kind of fun. I do also like an op shop or an antiques store or something like that, because there's something about the clientele coming in there.
Yeah, that's true.
An antique shop would actually give you more time to actually talk and have your little thing about that. But then it's like, so what's your relation to Von Filling?
Von Filling, the big benefactor of the island, essentially.
Yeah. And, maybe you get to know some of these people a little bit more, and then you have your
well, and I think that's a really good opportunity to explore the different ways that people see this guy, because there is this outer thing of, he's bringing jobs to the town, he's bringing tourism, he's...
Without him, I never would have met you.
Yeah,
and it's like, you've become my best friend sort of thing.
But then you're hearing from the inside from one of his direct minions, he's torturing people. He's got, James Bond types coming to try to take him out. And he's building shark tanks.
I love the idea of, you have the backyard barbecue and invite all these people over, and it's like, your partner and his friends are all minions, and it's like, you're just friends with all the wives.
I definitely feel like this is a bit of
all the partners.
Yeah, like a visual novel-esque thing, or like kind of like a monster promi sort of, like, you've got these fixed characters who you get to know in different ways. Your relationship levels with them can grow based on your choices, and that might lead to certain storylines
through storylets and that sort of stuff.
Yeah, either storylets or just branches, or however you do it.
My thought is you can go sort of storylets, but they're specific storylets for these characters.
Well, I think, you could think of them as storylets in that
you can only reach this if you've got this level of...
if you've got some level of relationship or some level of some factor.
You did this, you'll never get that story now.
But that will set off a whole storyline, like a branch,
yeah,
rather than it being a self-contained thing. Yeah. Yes, and I think that probably works a bit better in a game like this, because then it's more... You're not trying to do these in any order. It's just that at this point, you've probably got one of like 5 different storylines that you can maybe do 2 of or something on one playthrough.
What I like is that the game only really ends when you've reached, like, this is the level for all the different storylines, and then it can come to the ending.
Maybe.
Depending on where your storylines got to, like, there's nowhere else that this relationship can go because it's soured. Yeah. So that one's considered over, and then when they're all over,
I guess it
the
depends
big cataclysmic thing happens.
Yeah. I think that can go. I think that can be positive and negative. Obviously, some people like to be able to see all the content in a single playthrough, essentially. But I think it can be beneficial, and I think more visual novels do it in that way, where it's like there's an ending that'll come at a certain point, and you might get a different ending. It's like, if you developed your relationship with this person and did this story branch and made this choice at the end of that story branch, then here's the ending you get, sort of thing. Which I think then, just because then you can write the ending to be a bit more targeted for what they've experienced, could be good. But
so I like the idea that you've just had a really hard day at the antique shop. Yes. Like,
4 people came in.
But someone that you know, like their partner has died, like, and you're worried sick for your partner.
Yep.
And they don't come home. And it's literally like, oh God, has this happened to my partner as well? And you wake up the next morning, they're still not there. Like, you go back to work, you're going through the whole thing, and you come home, and there they are. Like, there's something about that of, you know, they didn't contact you.
Yeah.
They're you know, oblivious to the fact that they've just, you know, made you, you know, worried.
I mean, maybe,
sick,
yeah.
and you weren't able to get in contact
again,
with them.
maybe that's even a branching sort of thing of like how is the relationship going with your spouse?
But it's also like,
but yeah, I think definitely that.
Do you actually trust what he says after this? Because maybe what he says is no, everything is fine, but in reality, you know, he was interrogated all night and you know, has been brainwashed now, and
yes. Well, that's it. I mean, that's the dark side of it that we want to explore. Is like the trope is these minions are disposable. And like we've seen things like, is it in
Austin Powers? And that sort of stuff.
Austin Powers and stuff where it's like, oh, the minion dies and it cuts to his family. You know.
But to actually play the minion family
then and have built this up over time, and yeah, that's really cool.
I love the idea of it's just a 3-month contract.
Yeah,
we just need to get through 3 months, and then we'll be set for life.
Yeah. But then, like,
I mean, one of my words was extension, so you can always have it get to the end. It's now been extended.
What I was sort of getting to before as well, and then we went off on a tangent, was like, I think it would be quite interesting for the storyline to be that you do go up the ranks to a certain degree, and maybe, you know, maybe an optional storyline, or maybe the main storyline is like literally becoming the sort of right-hand man of Von Filling. His dental assistant, if you will, dental hygienist.
I love the fact that, you know, because you're only going off of what your partner has told you, but they could have actually been rising through the ranks very quickly.
Yeah, sorry, and that's what I mean. Is that what I said? Yeah, the partner is the minion is rising through the ranks,
but so much faster than what you would have ever expected, and they've just been sort of stringing you along this whole time.
Maybe, yeah. Or I mean, I think there are a couple of ways you could write it. Like, I think it could be more powerful if you're actually quite close to your partner. And it is this dilemma of, well, the money's really good. It's only 3 months. I'm maybe doing some horrible things, it turns out, and putting things at risk.
But if I wasn't doing it, someone else would be.
Yeah, and like,
I can at least, you know, make some of the more morally...
that's it, like change it from the inside sort of thing.
Yeah.
But I like those moral dilemmas in a way, and you know, it's probably hard to branch against them without just ending the game. Like, you're not going to be able to say, well, let's just leave at most points, but maybe that then affects your relationship with them. Like, if you're constantly saying, oh, you should not be doing this, like, we should leave, and they have to sort of put their foot down, like, I can't, like, he will kill me.
That's what happened to Jenkins.
Yeah, that's how I got my job. That's how I got the last promotion.
I like the idea that, he goes, oh, that's how I got the job. I killed the last guy.
Oh, right, okay.
You know.
Yeah, that could be a good little...
I was brought into a room,
moment.
There was a man kneeling with a bag on his head, and I shot him in the head.
Well, but even creating...
And I took his badge.
But even creating that as the insane thing that it is, right? Like, having to say to his partner, how do you think I got this job? Like, yeah, they took me into a room and they said, you either shoot him or we're going to shoot you. Like, what choice did I have? And you know,
shoot him, or I shoot your family, shoot your wife with you watching, then I shoot you.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
or you give us or you shoot this guy and you give us 3 months of your time.
Yeah,
and the fact that it's like come to this, one of the stories can end with him having gone, it's been 3 months, and I love my job.
Yeah, that's it. Well, and I think that can come from
I love our
particular
life on
choices
this
that
island.
you've made. Yeah. And
You
then-
seem happier than ever. Let's stay.
Yeah. Yeah. That's really cool.
There is something about having a story like that where your partner that you're in love with and all this sort of stuff, and he's just been telling you what you thought was the truth the whole time, and depending on which way the certain choices go, depends on whether he tells you, "Oh God, things are looking really bad," or like, "Nah, things are wonderful at this place."
Yeah.
The same horrible things are going on. It's just how he's reacting.
It's
to
how he talks to you about it for sure.
So that's it. That's all the time we have for tonight's episode.
Those are some really, really fun ones there tonight. I feel like I've got my creative juices flowing in a way where I was like, I want to write that. I want to build that. And, that's cool. Which is always nice to have. So, but yeah, thank you for joining us. If you want to find our previous episodes, you can go to bitstormcast.com or anywhere else you find lovely podcasts online. And if you want to check out the game that we are working on, the demo is out now. You can go to bitstorm.games or search for the Grant Grover Anthology on Steam.
Yeah. And if you like the song that we play at the start and end of each episode, that song is called Mount Defiance off of the album Contained Failure by the band Kuradust. I just thought, Ben, maybe in the game we should actually put that
just to have the little Easter egg in there.
Just when Bitstorm Games comes up. It's it's that sound.
Yeah. Little thundery clap.
We use it for the podcast all the time. We probably don't even own that thunderclap.
We may not. Yeah, we might need to find a
different one.
A Creative Commons licensed one or something.
Yeah.
Anyway, thank you again for joining us this week on Bitstorm. I'm Ben Slinger.
I'm Trevor Scott.
And I'm going to send a newspaper straight to your head.
Thanks for that. I love the Sunday paper.